Hello everyone, Republic Jim here. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about suitcase carries with moderately heavy weight. In a previous video I'd mentioned when talking about loaded carries that I kept a weight in my office and occasionally did suitcase carries up and down the flight of stairs from my basement. And what I do is, I keep it in my office. When I need to go upstairs, I'll pick it up in my left hand and carry it up the stairs, set it up at the top, off to the side, out of the way, behind the door. Then when I come back to the office and I'm ready to come downstairs, I'll pick it up in my right hand, bring it back down, carry it over, set it down in the office. And I try to do that several times a day at least. I've done it as many as 10 times a day with the weight that I'm currently using, but that definitely gets challenging after a while. Normally it's more like 4 or 5 times a day. Sometimes I don't do it at all if I'm feeling too tired, but in general I try to do a moderate amount on a regular basis, just as a way to add in some more workload during my day, and just to work on my grip and my core stabilizer muscles and everything. If you've never tried carrying a weight up and down stairs, it is certainly more challenging than walking on level ground. It takes a lot more effort to stabilize and keep level when stepping up or down. And I have a 180-degree turn at the landing in the middle of this flight, so it makes it a little tricky going around too, and maintaining that balance and not tipping one way or the other or staggering around like a drunk. So anyway, I wanted to show what I'm currently using. This is a pair of 50-pound calibration weights for scales that I've just assembled there with a ratchet strap. Originally I started out with just one 50-pounder, and then for progressive overload, as I got to where that was easy, then I added a 5-pound weight plate, strapped it on there on the side, and after a while, strapped on another one, did a couple on the bottom, and that worked for a while, but was getting kind of awkward and clunky, and the strap kept coming loose because of the way the weights were dangling off. And I finally decided just to make it more of a challenge and just step up to both of them. It was a lot easier to strap them together that way, more compact. And with the 100-pound weight, it is certainly solid and heavy, and it is getting slowly easier as I do that more, but it should keep me going for quite a while yet before I feel the need to really go any heavier than that. But just wanted to demonstrate the process with that. I mean, obviously it's pretty basic, not real complicated, but just going to do a trip up and down the stairs. So hang with me a minute. I need to adjust and get out at a little further distance to be able to show what I'm doing. And I will say it's a little awkward trying to operate a selfie stick on the stairs as well, especially on the corner, but so be it. Alright, so normally I'd have the weight in my office, but I'm not going to show that because it's just a huge mess and a total dump. But you get the idea of what I'm doing here on the stairs. So just grab hold of that. Takes a pretty decent grip. Stand up. I like to try to keep the chest up, not slouch forward, not let it pull me down or anything. And then the idea is just to go up the stairs, try to keep it as level as possible, and maintain full control as I go. making that turn is interesting. And then when I get to the top, set that down. There's the door at the top of the stairs. And then on the way back down, the same thing. I find it a little easier with my right hand, as you would expect for somebody who is right-handed, but still have a bit of a challenge there maintaining that stability. And I'll just set that down there. So that's really all there is to it. Like I said, it's pretty basic, not complicated, but very effective for getting in some extra work. Yeah. Sorry about that. Wanted to get back in frame here. But even though it's basic, it's far from easy. And if you have any doubts about that, feel free to grab a heavy weight and give it a shot. I highly recommend it. It's done wonders for me to really build up my stabilizer muscles. And the more time you spend carrying something like that, the more obviously it's going to improve your grip strength too. So just a good all-around way to get some extra conditioning in. It's very functional. Comes in very handy when you need to haul groceries or anything like that, or buckets of water, you know, whatever you're doing around home, just regular day-to-day tasks. If you've done heavy weights and done it on stairs and such, then carrying lighter objects like that on level ground is pretty simple. So just a good exercise for all-around fitness and preparedness and whatever. So I hope that has been at least somewhat informative and helpful. And if you enjoyed that, feel free to check out some of my other videos, especially my barn body playlist, and see some of the other so-called functional fitness things that I do. Anyway, that's about it. I'm going to wrap it up now. This has been Republic Jim. Talk to you later.